Sorry about that. Okay. I didn't expect it to turn on so fast. All right. So, couple things. First of all, I want everybody to know, maybe you can spread this word around, that you can access the app through through a web browser just by going to wealthbuilder.io. And so if you have already downloaded the new app, and most of you should have gotten an email notification, which would have been actually sent from wealthbuilder.io. So let me back up. This is an update regarding the status of our new app. And today didn't go as well as I was hoping it would. But that doesn't mean things didn't get done and that there wasn't some good stuff that happened. But I'll tell you about some of the things that didn't happen. So you're kind of getting the inside skinny if you're paying attention to these videos. I know some people are asking questions that we're answering right in the videos, and I appreciate those of you that are being awesome and helping them and directing them to just listen to the videos. Why am I wearing this right now? A couple days ago, literally 2 days ago in the Texas Hill Country, literally, okay, get this, 2 days ago, it was 85 degrees. And tonight, it's like, what is it? It's like 39 or something right now. And 32. Excuse me. Pardon me. How does it go from like 85? Well, it's nighttime. But, it's 31. Good grief. We typically don't run the heat very much in the house. So, I mean, if it gets really cold. But it was 85 like 2 days ago. So, anyway, this is classic Texas schizophrenic weather patterns here. But can you imagine? Like crazy swing. Like it's going to be like in the low 20s tonight or something like that. And anyway. So, what was I talking about? All right. So I am going to tell you about some of the things that happened today. And I'm not very good at well, I won't sugarcoat it. I'll tell you, the good, bad, and the ugly. I'm not much for the art of the schmooze and the art of the cover up and the art of corporate messaging. If you've dug into TWF, then you probably know that about me already. So anyway, first of all, the process of migrating data is a pretty long process. I think we calculated today it was going to take like a lot of hours, like a pretty massive amount, much more than I had originally thought it was going to be. And so I did get my invite. And so, that's what I was going to do. I was going to tell you. So it's going to come from Wealth Builder admin. From an admin at wealthbuilder.io email address. If you see that, and the subject line is Wealth Builder sign up. If you see that email, that's legit. It's not a spam email or anything like that. I know some people are like, "Is this a real email?" Yeah, it is. It's not one that we use. It just got used in the development process, and I didn't get it basically replaced in time to use our standard Call to Freedom, support at Call to Freedom email. But so anyway, but that's us. That's the migration script. And so anyway, by tomorrow morning, everybody should have received that. Now, this is just getting your data over. This is regardless of, now this is the new app. Now, this is where the confusion is going to come in. If you download oh God. Let me just tell you about how the day went first. Okay. So first of all, hold on. All right. So typically when we submit a when we submit an app to Apple App Store, they have a manual human approval process. And I've had that thing take as long as a week before. I've never had it go faster than like 2 days. Can't remember if I already talked about this earlier or not. And basically our app got approved within hours. And it's just totally insane. We didn't expect that to happen. We thought it was going to be a couple days, and then we'd be doing all this data migration and have it all done and, all good to go in time, and then, that type of thing. And then typically on the Android platform with Google, that's an automated process. And so historically, that anytime we've done updates or app submissions, Android is like a couple hours. It's automatic. They've never kicked it back. Never had a problem. Apple, half the time they kick it back and they'd be like, blah 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 blah. And then we tell them, we say, hey, this is just a update to an existing app. You guys already approved this before, so you never had this problem before. What's up? Or sometimes it might be something we have to fix, whatever. But anyway, so Apple's always been a pain, and Android's always been like nothing. Well, so weird. The Apple app got approved like immediately, and then we got kicked back by Google today. Basically, I was like, what the heck? So I get this email from them, and then they're kind of explaining all this stuff, and I'm like, what's going on here? So they basically didn't approve the update. First time that ever happened. So I'm going through all their stuff, trying to figure out what the deal is, and they cited some stuff in the email. And I was like, wait a second, this doesn't make any sense. This hasn't changed. It was related to like the description of the app. And I was like, nothing changed. And then I logged in and I found out that it was something else. So just to make it confusing, they sent an email with one reason, but then once I logged in, it was something else. So as it turns out, it looks like it's a piece of code or something like that we have to fix. And so hopefully tomorrow that'll be resolved. Crossing our fingers. And then that will update. And by then as well, all y'all should have received this email. Okay. Now, a couple important things. And this is part of this whole process. So if you have the new app and you log in, I talked about this in the video I did earlier today from the office. You're gonna probably find out that your account doesn't have your content in it, okay? Because that's a separate process, and I thought it was gonna be the same process, but I found out I was able to confirm today that that's a different process, and I have to wait till tomorrow to know exactly if that's gonna be something quick. Basically, we have to sync. So we had to migrate the account data from the one platform to the new system, but then we're syncing that data with the other thing. I explained it in the video I did earlier today, so you can go back and you can listen to that video. But anyway, so I'm praying and hoping that within the next day or two that'll be resolved. But there's a lot of parts to this whole thing that are basically I don't have control over, and so trying to like coordinate all this stuff. And we're not just this massive Fortune 500 development company with all this VC funding and all this, crazy stuff. So we're just basically just doing it, getting it done, making it happen. But, this transition state's a little bit, basically kind of tricky. And, we could have sat here for days and weeks and months just trying to, make sure every little T is crossed and I dotted and all this sort of thing. And from my experience in the past, you could do that and you're just blowing money and time, and you're still going to have all these things that happen that basically, still you have no guarantees it's going to go perfect or smooth. And there could still be all these like things that pop up because there's just, even the big Fortune 500 companies with billion-dollar budgets screw up all the time. Like they constantly are making mistakes with their websites and their apps and having, hacks and data problems and, all kinds of stuff. So for me, I was just like, let's pull the trigger and get this thing done. And that's how we're going to find out, what's what. So there's a few things that are basically out of control. And like this Android thing, this Google thing. So So we're gonna get this. So we're jamming. If you have your account now, here's the important part is that if you get if you've downloaded the new Apple app from the Apple Store, and B, you've received the email, okay, Wealth Builder sign up email from Wealth Builder admin with your email, and it's going to be the email that you've used for your login on the existing app, but it'll be a new temporary password, okay, and C, once the Android app goes live, hopefully tomorrow. No promises. I don't have control of it, but it will happen. Just an issue of time. Then, you're so with your new login. Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow, now if you log in, you're not, again, like I just said, you're probably not going to see your content, and you can go to your profile page, which is the little user icon on the top left, and you click on that, and you'll see that under your name it says free, basically, instead of premium, which if you're a TWFIP member, it should say premium. If you're an MGC, if you're in our monthly group coaching program, it's going to say pro. Anyway, so that's a separate process. I'll have more information tomorrow. I'll do another update. It's a separate, basically a separate process for all that information to get synced up. So now here's 2 points I want to make. One, if you didn't receive the email or you can't find it, by tomorrow, all of the migrations are going to happen. So you can take your existing, you can open the app, okay, if you have it on your device, and you can use the password recovery feature, and you can put in your email, and it should recognize it, and then it will send you an email with the temporary password. It will send you the exact same basic email, okay? Number two, most important, very important point while we're going through this phase, whether this is just going to be a tomorrow, one more day, or it could be several days, okay? The existing app still works on the web, okay? So if you go, this is the PWA, the Progressive Web App version of the app. If you go to wealthbuilder.io in a Google Chrome browser, you can use, it'll probably work with Safari or even Firefox. Probably not Internet Explorer. Do people still use Internet Explorer? Probably not going to work with AOL or Netscape. I mean, you probably don't want to use Netscape with that one. I don't think it will work with Netscape. But if you open up Google Chrome and you type in wealthbuilder.io, you can log in, and that's the existing or the old app, okay? And that's going to stay up and available, and you can still access your content. You can access your everything that's in there, okay? So you might have one app on your mobile device that's the new app that we're still tweaking and fixing, right? And migrating data and getting our stuff together. And I appreciate you guys' patience with that. I know it's like annoying and all this kind of thing. And I just got to tell you, just believe in where we're going, you know. The road to awesomeness is not a smooth road. It's freaking full of potholes and all kinds of crazy ass stuff. Okay, you just gotta deal with that. And so you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys just being in this deal with us. And I'm so excited about where we're taking this app and the way that the stuff that we're going to do with TWF and how we're going to just, just about building out a personalized experience and everything like that. And just super pumped about it. But meanwhile, so you could have the new app on your device, and, you get the email, you log in. Once the Google Play version's published, same thing, log in. But you're waiting for your data. You're waiting for your subscription basically to sync up so that you get access to your content. Well, meanwhile, you can still access everything through a web browser. Okay, so wealthbuilder.io, okay, which is a common domain for software and applications and stuff. You've probably seen others using that. So not wealthbuilder.com. but wealthbuilder.io. If you go to wealthbuilder.io, you can log in. Now, here's the thing. That's the old app. So you need to log in with your old login info, email, password. And don't get confused between the login you're using on that versus your new one for the new one. But if you get the email and or you do a password recovery and then you access the new app and then it's going to have you reset your password from the temporary one to the new one. And if you do that and you set it to the old one, then your logins will be the same. So, okay. All right. So, anyway, pass the word around. If somebody's like, oh, I need to get into my content and, I'm freaking out and, oh my God, what do I do? Oh my God, what do I do? Oh, I just can't handle it. Just pat them on the back and just say, yo, it's cool. Just chill. It's going to be good. It's going to be all right. It's going to be good. And then just tell them to say, hey, just go use the website, wealthbuilder.io, and you can log in and you can access everything. It's all there, man. It's all good. And so what we're doing is basically we're getting these mobile device apps, the Apple and the Android version, like done first. We're going to get them. Yeah, it's freaking cold here. It was 85 degrees 2 days ago. 2 days ago it was 85 degrees. And today, right now, it's 32. And we don't run our heat in the house unless it's like, because it's going to be back up to 70 in a couple days. So basically, we don't really run the heat. Yeah. Anyway, so use the, sometimes TWF becomes WTF, but we won't talk too much about that. Okay. So use the browser. Okay. You can access all your stuff. It's all in there. If you're working through the program and you're working through content, we're going to send that accountability email update this Friday, just like every Friday Cape sends that email, right? And I know this is going to happen. I know there's going to be somebody thinking, man, I couldn't use my app, so I couldn't do my deal this week. Well, that's not true at all, because you can do it on the through the website. Okay, and if you're following directions and you have your binder and you have all that stuff printed out, and you got the checklist, there's always something to do. So anyway, all right, I think that's it for now. Kind of just rambling and stuff like that. And anyway, that's the update. Use the website. You can continue to use the old app through the web while we're flushing out the bugs and tweaking and doing the stuff that we got to do on our side to get the mobile devices, dialed in. So I appreciate your guys' patience and your grace. You guys are awesome. And so anyway, we'll try to do another update tomorrow, progress update, once we have some kind of new information or something to talk about. It's semi-interesting. All right. God bless, guys. Love you. Mean it.